I was 6 years old when in one day my life was changed forever. Me and my dad, we were going swimming at a beach and the dock was slippery. So he fell and hit his head hard. I tried saving him, but it was too late.
Senior Corporal David Renfro and Officer Robert McCall were on patrol when they saw something in the water.
This is probably the most emotional that I've been because the courage of the little boy.
I became involved with the YMCA because my mom could not take care of me because she was already disabled. So my aunt came and took care of me. But I need to go out and interact with other people, learn how to be friends with other people. And my aunt found the YMCA, and I got to come in.
What I love about Joshua is he's been through an awful lot, yet he has it all together, and he wants so much more for himself. He didn't have the full support of family around him, and that's representative of a lot of the lives that children in New York City are leading. What he represents is everything that can be great, but if not given the opportunity to thrive, may just fall to the wayside.
What makes the people who work at the YMCA special is they have kind hearts and help out other people.
I think the real genius of the YMCA is in the volunteer staff partnership. That has always been one of the reasons the organization has had so much success. But people often look at the Y and they think it's the Y buildings, but the truth is the Y is people. People who are united by a common concern for their neighbors and for the community. And without volunteers and without donors, we just can't get the job done.
Good job, Miss Lewis.
Every person that I meet at the Y is welcoming, is efficient, is kind, and is well trained. And I think that's extremely unusual to find in any organization, and the Y just excels in its employee training and in its management training.
All of the staff at the Y, whether at the branches or the headquarter office, are so dedicated. These folks are doing things for others all day. It's part of their life, it's part of their ethics, it's part of everything they do. It's beyond inspiring. It's really, really terrific.
Several years ago, the Y started the tradition of this dinner and was very gracious in naming the award after the Dodge family. And I can't think of anybody who's more deserved in receiving this award than Consuelo Mack.
She just has such a positive way about her, and she's an incredibly giving person. In her day-to-day life, in addition to what she does from a volunteer point of view, she's an extremely busy and successful woman.
Hello and welcome to this edition of WealthTrack. I'm Consuelo Mack.
And she gives her time freely all the time. She's terrific.
I am a very busy person, as are all of the board members. And I can say to a man and a woman that each and every one of us, when we look at our schedule and we've got something to do with the Y, we really look forward to it. Number one, because the Y empowers us and inspires us. And number two, because we know that the Y is doing the same thing for hundreds of thousands of individuals all over the city, especially young people. This is a shark, but I'm not sure what kind of a shark this is. This must be the great white.
I can say lots of nice things about Consuelo, but one of the most important things I can say is that Consuelo always says yes. She became part of our board. She agreed to chair our annual campaign, and we had a lot of very healthy growth, great success. She currently serves on our Board Emeritus, and she chairs the investment committee.
I think the Y is the best kept secret in New York. It serves communities in all 5 boroughs. It serves communities in disadvantaged areas. It is the one safe, wholesome, inspiring place that families and kids can go and lead happy lives.
Consuelo Mack is an outstanding role model for volunteering in New York City. She understands what we need to do, and she brings people along with her.
I am a Y zealot, so every time I have a conversation with someone new, I'm thinking to myself, what can they do for the Y? Knowing what the Y can do for them. So it's an easy story for me to tell.
When our fund managers come in to meet with the investment committee, they're always impressed that Consuelo Mack of Consuelo Mack's WealthTrack is chairing the committee. In fact, one of the folks that was there for the first time asked, "Is that the Consuelo Mack?" And I said, yeah, you bet it is. I think the reason that we have had so much success over the years in attracting spectacular volunteers and very, very generous donors is this whole notion of return on investment. But for us, the return on investment is in the human sense.
The YMCA of Greater New York serves 500,000 people, half of whom are kids. It educates them, it gives them a safe place to be nurtured and grow, and it builds our community.
If you're a New Yorker, you see that this city has benefited over the long term that the Y has been here. But we could have more impact. And the more people that get involved, the broader our reach, and just spend a little time understanding us, and you'll see the impact we have.
And there we go. Whoa! That was a good one.
We see the Y as the strongest and the most relevant organization in New York City. The size, the scope of what it does, its facilities, its programs are really unmatched. And I would encourage anybody who wants to support the City of New York to look at the Y as a vehicle for doing that.
I talk to great investors all the time, so I know what I'm looking for in a good investment. I'm looking for culture, I'm looking for a mission, I'm looking for consistency of delivery, I'm looking for growth. The Y has all of those qualities in spades. When the Y says we are here for good, it is here for good in every which way.